Hey everybody, welcome to Module 5, the last module of our class. Congratulations on making it to the end of the semester. You have just one speech left, and that's the special occasion speech. So we'll be focusing on that in this module. Let me share my screen and I will go over what you will need to do for this assignment and what your expectations are for Module 5. So we'll scroll to the module. As you can see, this addresses special occasion speeches and includes a final assessment of your progress in this course. So I hope you've been reflecting over these past weeks. As usual, we have an overview with the due dates, the assignments, so you'll click on that. For the Achieve ebook, pay close attention to chapter 27, the special. It explains what they're all about. So this is not simply something that you to wing it or just randomly talk about something that matters to you. You really need to organize this and have, again, following that structure of introduction, body, and conclusion with a catchy opening that grabs your audience's attention, and then you'll want to inspire in these speeches. So I'll click on these instructions. You'll want to follow this because you'll have 3 options that you can choose from for your topic for this speech. Option 1 is imagine that you're a New Haven ambassador, welcoming your classmates to the New Haven community. Option 2 is imagine that you're a CT State Gateway ambassador, welcoming classmates to the Gateway community. And then the third option is more general, because I know sometimes there's students from outside of New Haven and outside of Gateway, is to imagine that you're a keynote speaker at a high school and you're addressing and inspiring high school graduates and talking about the power of higher education. So follow these steps for brainstorming, coming up with a topic. For this speech, you do not need to include any presentation aids, but you do need to include one direct quote from a source, and again, cite your source. This speech is a little bit shorter, about 2 to 4 minutes. So again, concise, but you do want it to be impactful. So follow those instructions when you work on this speech. So again, you'll need to do an outline. You'll follow the outline template that's provided. You'll upload your speech or record it directly in Achieve, and then you'll have that final reflection. So this reflection is a little bit different from previous reflections, since it's kind of like a final critique. You're looking at not just this last speech, but all of your speeches together. So think about yourself, how you'd evaluate yourself now as a presenter compared to where you were at the beginning of the semester. And then comment on at least one of your classmates' speeches, one that stood out to you that you maybe learned something from, and why you thought it was effective. Also, I want you to reflect on the feedback that you received from me and your peers throughout the semester. So what did you take into consideration when you would prepare your speeches? And then look at the course syllabus. You'll want to refer to the student learning outcomes and choose 3 or more and explain how you met them this semester. And then finally, 1 to 2 significant concepts that you learned from this course, from the readings, and identify what chapters in the ebook or where that information came from. So that's what you'll be doing for this final module. And I hope you have had a productive semester. I hope you've learned a lot and at least feel more comfortable speaking in public or speaking on camera, and we'll use these practices in your daily life. So that's all for me. I hope you had a great week and a great semester. Bye for now.